A new revelation started making news a few days ago about a book, or actually two books, that prophesied, or should I say, predicted the Wuhan coronavirus outbreak in China. And some of the revelations will send chills down your spine because they're actually very, very scary. So, The Eyes of Darkness, a 1981 thriller by best-selling suspense author Dean Koontz, tells a story of a Chinese military lab that creates a virus as part of a biological weapons program. The lab is located in Wuhan, which lends the name of the virus, the Wuhan 400. So is this a coincidence, or was this author a prophet? Or did the author know something we don't know? In The Eyes of Darkness, a grieving mother, Christina Evans, sets out to discover whether her son, Danny, died on a camping trip, or if, as suspicious messages suggest, he is still alive. She actually tracks him down to a military facility where he is being held after being accidentally contaminated with the man-made microorganisms created at the research facility in Wuhan, China. In the novel, the virus is called the perfect weapon because it only affects humans. It also cannot survive outside the human body for more than a minute and does not require an expensive decontamination process once it spreads through a population and those who contract it. Here's a paragraph from the book that will grab your attention. It goes, "It was around that time that a Chinese scientist named Li Chen moved to the United States while carrying a floppy disk of data from China's most important and dangerous new biological weapons of the past decade. They call it the Wuhan 400 because it was developed in their rDNA laboratory just outside of the city of Wuhan. Things even get more interesting. In another strange coincidence, the Wuhan Institute of Virology, which houses China's only level 4 biosafety laboratory, the highest level classification of labs that study the deadliest viruses, is just 32 kilometers away from where the virus broke out in Wuhan, China. At this point, everything is very shocking because the coincidence between the book's virus and the actual coronavirus outbreak is uncanny. This whole revelation takes us back to the earlier theory and speculations that the Wuhan coronavirus is not from animals. It's actually a biological weapon gone wrong. Wuhan has historically been the site of numerous scientific research facilities, including ones dealing with microbiology and virology. Smart, savvy writers like Koontz would have known all this and used this bit of factual information to create a story that is both convincing and unsettling, hence the Wuhan 400. Many of the elements around viruses in China relate back to the Second World War, which may have been a factor in Koontz's thinking. The Japanese definitely did not do chemical weapons research in China, but they also store chemical weapons in Wuhan, which Japan admitted. So for a fiction writer mapping out the thriller about a virus outbreak in China, Wuhan is a good choice. You can actually spot similar events like this throughout history. A novel called Futility was written in 1898. The novel tells the story of a huge ocean liner that sank in the North Atlantic after striking an iceberg. Many uncanny similarities were noted between the fictional ship called Titan and the real-life passenger ship RMS Titanic, which sank 14 years later after the novel was written. Fiction writers always try to imagine what the reality will be, so it's very likely to write something like a prediction. Of course, it's bizarre when the details collide, like in the case of the Wuhan 400 and the actual Wuhan coronavirus that is actually killing people right now. But we still need to take this whole revelation seriously because what if Koontz was right? What if the Wuhan coronavirus is actually a biological weapon that went wrong? What if Koontz was privy to some information as of the time that we don't know today? A lot of things still don't add up, but it still doesn't mean that we will actually believe everything we have seen or everything we have written. It could as well be a coincidence. But I guess time will tell. But while we're waiting for that, you can just click on the screen here and see other videos that are here on the channel, all right? So thank you so much. My name is Kingsley. I'll catch you again in the next one.